I'm not gonna beat around the bush, bro. Tom Aspinall has to beat Ciryl Gane this Saturday. Like, he just has to. Because if he doesn't, this heavyweight division is cooked. And I'm being dead serious. If Gane somehow pulls this off and somehow becomes the champion, this division might be in the shitter, man. There's no easier way to like say it. Gane's a phenomenal striker. I'll give him that. He's smooth. He's fast. He looks like he shouldn't even be a heavyweight. But he has had 3 chances now. Let me say that again. 3 chances now. Who does this guy think he is? Dustin Poirier? Like, at some point, we got to move on to somebody else. Am I right? And that next era is supposed to be Tom Aspinall. The man's the full package. He's fast. He has fast hands, clean boxing, slick footwork, and he can actual grapple. That doesn't fall apart in seconds when it hits the mat. He's the heavyweight that moves like a middleweight, but hits like a truck. This is the dude that John Jones dug. Everyone's been talking about who's next for Tom. But heavyweight is a different game, bro. One wrong move and you're sleeping before you know what happens. And I think that's what worries me because as good as Tom is, he's not invincible. He's aggressive, he closes the distance fast, and that's great until you run into a guy like Gane who could time a counter. He's arguably the fastest guy and the best striker that Tom has ever fought. Like Ciryl Gane is that good. Because Ciryl Gane's the more technical kickboxer in that division. Like, if Tom gets lazy, because how sometimes he likes to put his chin up in the air, Gane could make him pay. Let's just say how it is. But that's where Tom's got the advantage. He's not a one-dimensional brawler. He can mix it up. He has to shoot takedowns, ground and pound, threaten the submission, and Gane still hasn't shown that he can handle it. And bro, let's just be honest. Like, I have confidence that Tom's going to win, okay? But if Tom loses it somehow, the hype around the heavyweight division dies again, okay? We're right back to the same old cycle. Maybe this guy can fix it while everyone keeps losing at the top. We need Tom to win. Not just for him, for us, the fans. Because if Gane walks out there with the belt, the whole division is basically in reruns, okay? The division's dead, and there's no excitement in the air. And you know damn well that people on X are going to say, the heavyweight division's mid, man. And they won't even be wrong at this point. But I'll say this. I think Tom gets it done. I really do. He's faster, more complete, and he's got that "it's my time" look in his eyes. And as long as he doesn't rush in recklessly and get Gane to the mat early, I see him running through him. Because honestly, if Tom Aspinall doesn't win this, I don't even know what's left for the heavyweight division. Because what Ciryl Gane brings to the table is that he's the most flashiest heavyweight striker in the division. There's just no easier way to say that. This dude is so smooth in heavyweight. Nobody at this weight moves like him. He's light on his feet. He bounces. He switches stances. He changes rhythm. It's like he's dancing while everyone else is stomping around. Most heavyweights are stiff. They're plotty, and let's just say how it is. They are predictable. Gane is the total opposite. He's calm, he's efficient, and he fights like he's got all the time in the world. And that's where he's different from Tom. Now, don't get me wrong, Tom's a freaking athlete, probably the fastest big man in the division, but he's not as smooth as Gane. Tom's movements are sharp, explosive, and a little jittery. He bounces in and out, feigning, resetting, exploding forward. It looks great when it's working, but it's a style that burns energy. While Gane, on the other hand, makes it look effortless. He glides around the octagon, he'll throw a jab, fake a low kick, slide out of range, and you're suddenly chasing shadows. That's what makes him so dangerous. You can't get a clean read on him. His distance control, his patience, his composure under pressure, it's literally next level. He doesn't panic even when he gets hurt. Look at the fight with Tai Tuivasa. I don't even know how Tai Tuivasa even caught him, but he dropped him, and then Ciryl Gane eventually got up, he smiled, and he picked him apart like nothing happened. That's a veteran composure right there. He knows how to survive bad moments without giving up positions or making it obvious. And what Gane does better than anyone in this division is managing the pace. He's not wasting motions, he's not over swinging, he's not throwing himself off balance, he's fighting at his own rhythm. And that's a problem for Tom, in my opinion. Because Tom is usually the one that's setting the rhythm. He's used to guys freezing when they move, but Gane won't freeze. Gane's going to be jabbing, teeping, pivoting, and forcing Tom to reset over and over. And that's the interesting part about the stand-up, right? It's going to be a chess match. So yeah, Tom might be the more powerful, heavyweight might be more dangerous, but not as smooth. He's not as patient, and in the heavyweight fights, those are little details, the little balances, the breathing of small movement can decide everything. Gane might not be the best grappler, but in pure striking flow, nobody at heavyweight touches him. And that's exactly what Tom has to find a way around. And look, man, I still think Tom's going to get Gane out of there. I really do. You can kind of talk about Ciryl Gane's movement, his footwork, his rhythm. But at the end of the day, Tom's got that bite. He's the type of guy who doesn't want to wait to see what you're going to do next. He's going to test you in the right way. That's how he's going to break Gane. Not just by being wild, not by swinging for the fences, but by being sharp. And that's just the thing, man. Tom's not just powerful, he's smart. The dude reads situations in real time. You can see it in how he mixes everything together. He'll throw a jab, then he'll fake the same jab and shoot the takedown. Then next time you throw the jab for real, and crack you. It's those little sequences that separate him. Gane's fought athletes, but he hasn't fought someone who thinks as fast as they move. And Tom, in my opinion, is that guy. I also think people underestimate how heavy Tom's presence is. Like, when he starts cutting the cage and you realize that you can't just keep circling forever, that's when guys start to fold. Gane uses like control, pace and stuff. He's used to being the one in charge. Tom's going to flip that dynamic early. He's going to get in Gane's face and make him guess, make him react, and that's when things start breaking down. So yeah, I respect Ciryl Gane. I really do, okay? He's smooth, he's technical, but you can't really just glide through Tom Aspinall, in my opinion. You cannot finesse your way through something or someone who fights like every punch means something. I've seen enough to know when Tom lands clean, it changes early and it changes everything. I think he's going to walk him down, touch him in early, and it's just a matter of time before he knocks him out, or he's going to take him down and beat his ass. It's plain and simple. But let's be honest here. Gane doesn't have that knockout power that changes fights. He's slick, yes. He's technical, yeah. But he's not putting people out cold. Like, yeah, he can touch you up. He can wear you down. But he's not the guy who's going to start you with one shot. That's what makes me confident in Tom. Yes, did I mention that there's a chance that, that Ciryl Gane could potentially knock out Tom Aspinall? Of course, because at the end of the day, this is the heavyweight division. However, that's what makes me so confident in Tom, because even if he gets touched, even if he gets clipped, he's not going to get sent to another dimension, though. Gane's whole game is built around precision, control, and not raw danger. And that's why sometimes when it comes to those big moments, he just drops the ball. I mean, think about it, bro. He had 2 title shots already. This is his third one. The first one was against Ngannou, and he's like, let's wrestle. And then against Jon Jones, he basically folded when it gets started. It's like every time the lights get the brightest, Gane just loses the edge. He can look amazing when he's the one dictating the pace, but the second someone takes that away from him, he's human again. And that's my thing. I can't trust a dude who keeps fumbling when the biggest fights come around. And let's not pretend like that Volkov fight was clean either. Most people thought he lost that fight. And to be honest, man, looking back, it was sketchy. Extremely sketchy. Volkov was touching him with jabs, stuffing his movement, and landing the heavier shots. And Gane looked off. That's not something you want to see from a guy fighting for that belt again. If that version of Gane shows up, Tom's going to put him away early. But here's where my worries creep in, man, and it pisses me off. My worst fear is that Tom starts slow, maybe struggles to close the distance early, and people on Twitter are going to start losing their mind. You know how they're going to go. They're going to be like, see, bro, this is why the Tom Aspinall and Jones fight shouldn't have happened. Tom's overrated. You see how fast he took out Ciryl Gane? He's not ready. He's overrated. That's the part that stresses me out, because the second that Tom has one rough round, the haters are going to start rewriting history. They're going to act like Jon Jones didn't duck him. They act like Gane is some unbeatable genius. It's like the sport forgot overnight, I hate these fans. I hate them. And I get it. That's the game, right? You win, you see the savior, you struggle, you're exposed. But I just hope that Tom doesn't give them that ammo, because he's the real deal, dude. He really is. And if he can handle business the way I think he can, he shuts all of that down for good. Anyways, that's where I'm at with it, man. Tom Aspinall has everything lined up to make his fight, his. And yeah, Ciryl Gane is talented. No one's denying that. But it's time for the results. No more almost. No more he looks good until this is Tom's division to claim. And if he doesn't, heavyweight's just going to be more of a shittier division. I mean, look at the fucking weight class at this point. And I'm not going to lie. This one is personal for me, because I love Tom Aspinall as the UFC champion. And he doesn't get the credit that he deserves. I mean, freaking Alex Pereira and Jon Jones, they both passed him by. And now I look at him and I'm all like, all right, let's just keep knocking out these fuckers until we get the respect that you deserve. Because, dude, all first round finishes, for the majority of his fights? Come on, man. Stop dodging this motherfucker. Give him the respect that he deserves. Tom Aspinall, please, kill Ciryl Gane this Saturday. Holy crap. We need this. All right? But those are just my thoughts. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments down below. And if you enjoyed the video, please leave a like. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And like always, I'll see you on my next one.